for the lecture.
سلام.
Microphone is on. Microphone is on. Give it to you.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيد المرسلين وعلى آله وأصحابه ومن تبعهم بإحسان إلى يوم الدين أما بعد. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, my dear respected brothers, youngsters, sisters in Islam. We begin with the praise of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, as Allah is the most deserving of praise. We send peace, blessings and salutations upon the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, as he is the most deserving of praise. In any gathering in which the mention of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is there, that gathering is blessed and has blessings. In any gathering in which there isn't the mention of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that gathering does not have any benefit and is cursed. As we look at the stars and we see it shine and glimmer, in the same way the angels look upon these gatherings in which there is the remembrance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Today, we're going to start with a question. My question to everybody today is that, are we going to take anything to the grave? What will we take to the grave? Can anybody give me an answer? Out of materialistic wealth, are we going to be taking anything? No. So we all know the answer. We all know the answer, that we're not going to be taking anything with us, but yet we spend our whole lives running after that. We know the reality, but yet we don't really truly believe it, do we? My dear respected brothers and sisters, we love this world. I love this world, you love this world. Since a young age, it's been instilled within us this love of this dunya. We love its cars, its amusements, its houses, its properties, its yachts, its women. We love it all. We love this dunya so much. And when the dunya comes to us, when these houses and cars are presented in front of us, we become very happy. We're excited. Are we not? But when they're taken away, what happens to us as well? We become very sad and depressed. We give our whole life to this dunya, but this dunya will never give us anything in return. You can give this world everything that you have, every single thing that you have, but this world in return will never give you anything. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the creator of this dunya, tells us what this world actually is. If you look at the example of an engineer, an architect, someone that constructs a building, that person that constructed the building will have the best idea what this building contains. How many rooms there is, right? How many bathrooms there may be. Same thing with the doctor in his field. He knows the body really well. He'll have a good understanding. Or like a mother and a father, like many of us are. We understand our son at a young age. We know what he likes to eat, what he doesn't like to eat. So Allah, the creator of this dunya, the creator of this world, He knows what this world really is. Its true colors. And what does Allah describe this world? أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم وما الحياة الدنيا إلا متاع الغرور. Now what is this dunya? What is this dunya? What is this world that we're so fascinated by? It's nothing besides a deception. So glimmering. So beautiful. You know, the word ghurur, right, means deception in English. But what does it mean in Arabic? In Arabic it means ankle bracelet. Now we have to think a little bit, what does that have to do with deception? So they give the example of those women that dance. They have those ankle bracelets. They have those, and it makes those noises every time you hear it. So in your idea, let's say there was, la samahallah, there was a woman behind the door, and they're having this bracelet. So you start hearing these noises. So in your mind, you start to fascinate. You start to imagine, what may she look like, You start to think that maybe she looked like this, or maybe she looks like that. And because of that noise, and then we were to come around the door and actually see what it was. In reality, it was not even a woman. Maybe it was something else. So that's the deception. That it makes you think something, but in reality, it's something else. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He's the one that created this world, and He has the best understanding of this world. And what does He say about this world? That is nothing besides a deception. So now what does our Habib, our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam says about this word? The Prophet ﷺ, he says that nothing will satisfy the hunger of man, nothing in this dunya will ever satisfy. In his quest of this world, every time he goes out in the world trying to find this contentment, he will never find contentment. Where will he find contentment in? Within the dirt. The only time he'll truly be content is in the dirt, when he goes 6 feet under. We think this world will bring us happiness. Happiness is not how much you have, rather it's how much you can live without. Happiness is not what you have, rather it's what you can live without. That is true happiness. Our Prophet ﷺ goes ahead and there's another hadith. He says, "Oh, the son of Adam, if he had one mountain of gold, then or one valley of gold, he will desire another. And after he attains that second valley of gold, he will desire another." Will never truly be content. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, as He knows what this world is, He also knows what true happiness is. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the one that created happiness. And I always say this to myself and to everybody. How can we be happy? How can we truly attain happiness if the one that is in control of our happiness is not happy with us? How can we be happy if Allah, the one that makes us feel happy or sad, is not happy with us? How can we be happy? He's the one that controls it. Many times we get deceived. We think, oh, maybe because of this. All these things, these worldly, materialistic things will make us happy for a short period of time. But it's not true happiness. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells you what true happiness is. Because He's the one that created it. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, أَلَا بِذِكْرِ اللَّهِ تَطْمَئِنُّ الْقُلُوبُ. That verily, by the remembrance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the hearts come at peace. The hearts feel ease, true happiness. Insan, mankind, only understands things by example. If you want to understand something, you have to give examples. And so, I will give you an example of a man that many of us know. His name is Robin Williams. And what did Robin Williams do in this dunya? What was he? What was his profession? He was a comedian. And what does a comedian do? He makes people laugh, but yet he was not happy. His whole life was to make people laugh, to joy, make people laugh, have a humorous time himself. He would laugh. He had 3 wives, multiple nationalities. He had everything a man can desire. He had house, wealth. He had respect within his community, within the world. But what was his end result? Suicide. And now you have to ask yourself, why does a man that has everything that anybody can imagine and anybody would desire, he has all of it, and he's a comedian, at the end of the day he's making everybody laugh, but yet he's not happy, and because of the result of that, what did he do? He committed suicide. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us that true happiness is only in this deen. True happiness is only in this deen. Why were we created? We have to ask ourselves. We get so caught up in this dunya on a daily basis. We go to work and we have a routine. Right? Our routine starts with what? Not Fajr Salah in the masjid. It doesn't start with that. I'm going to wake up. Inshallah, I'm going to work. I'm going to have breakfast. I'm going to have those things. Those are the things that come in our mind first. The first thing should be our salah. First thing should come in our life and inside our mind should be our deen. The Prophet, and as well as the Sahaba radiallahu ta'ala anhum, their whole life, all they focused on was this deen. And whatever little time they had, besides the deen, they would work in trade and business and poetry and whatever they desired. But what did we do? We did the complete opposite. We did the complete opposite. We spent our whole day, our whole night running after the world, and whatever little time we have left, we give it to Allah. Oh, like spare change. Allah deserves our undivided attention. He's the one that created us. So, as I told you, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran that verily by the remembrance of Allah, the hearts come at ease. But on the contrary, Allah says, the person that goes against my deen, the person that does not remember me, وَمَنْ أَعْرَضَ, the ayah Quran is written, وَمَنْ أَعْرَضَ عَنْ ذِكْرِي لَهُ مَعِيشَةٌ ضَنْكَ. that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that the person that remembers me will be truly happy. But the person that doesn't remember me, the one that goes against my remembrance, he doesn't try to remember me, his life will be very depressing. And that's what we see. My dear respected brothers, we live in this dunya and we act like we're going to live here forever. We see people who die on a daily basis. Right now, as I speak, someone is probably dying right now. Every few seconds, every few minutes, someone is dying, and we look at them. When I used to study in South Africa, I had a teacher named Mullah Choksi. Mullah Choksi gave us the example of mankind. In Baqarah Eid, a lot of times we see the sheep, they're all piled up, and when we grab one sheep and we slaughter them, all the other sheep started being very, very scared. They get so scared, they get so terrified, they start running around. But if you notice, a few seconds later, they start grazing. They start eating the grass, like nothing just happened. Like they just didn't see their, maybe their friend or their brother pass away right in front of them. They act like nothing happened. In the same way, we're like sheep. We have a Muslim brother that's close to us, or a sister, a family member that passes away. And for a second we get scared. We start to think about ourselves that, wait, maybe one day I'll pass away. But then that's very, very minute, very small time, maybe 5 minutes, maybe 5 hours, maybe 5 days, and then right back to how we used to be. My dear respected brothers, it's sad to say, but the reality is such that we're so lost in this dunya. I'm not asking anybody to leave their life, not to live on this dunya, to stay in the masjid 24/7. We can make everything ibadah. If we wanted to make everything, we can make everything worship. It's all about our intention. We go to work, we have the intention that I make this money so I can go ahead and give it to the masjid maybe. I make this money, spending it on my family. Family is also sadaqah, to spend on your family. I'm not asking anybody to leave their lives, rather to still Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in every single thing that we do. I'll give you the example of LAX airport. You go to LAX, you're in LAX, and now you're sitting down. And now that you're sitting down in front of you're sitting down, you see that your flight is about to leave to Chicago in about an hour and a half. And so now you're sitting down and you don't feel so comfortable. So you don't feel so comfortable, so you're like, you know what, maybe I'll go to, what's a good store? Macy's. Well, I'll go ahead and go buy a couch really quick. I'll go ahead and buy a couch so I can feel comfortable while I'm sitting down right here. And then you're like, oh, actually I'm kind of bored right now, I need some entertainment. So I go ahead and buy a TV. Oh, TV has nothing on, let me get some direct TV and hook up cable, Netflix, and chill. And we're over here relaxing. And then we're like, oh, maybe I'll go ahead and buy a tree, some scenery, whatever it may be, to make myself feel at ease. Anybody that looks at this person, any single person that comes to the LAX airport and sees this man sitting down, installing couches and doing this, everybody will look at him and say, this is a fool. This man is a fool. Because in reality, everybody knows that he will be leaving very shortly. His flight's in an hour and a half and he's acting like he's going to live here forever. The same way is us. We're only going to live here for 50, 60 years. And we don't even have the promise of that. But yet we act like we're going to live here forever. It's very important that we always visit the graveyards. Every time I go to a grave, I always look at the dates. I think it's really important to look at the dates. Because you'll see a man or a woman or a child, they were born one day and they passed away the same day. They're born, they lived for 10 years, 20 years, and they passed away. Another person lives over 100 years, 80, 90 years, very long life. But at the end of the day, what it was his result, he passed away. So we have no guarantee that we're going to live forever, but yet we live our life like we're going to live forever. We spend our whole life buying things, because we think this is going to give us happiness. My dear respected brothers, how deep is our grave? How big is it? How big is it? 6 feet deep. For me, maybe it might be 7 feet because I'm a little bit tall, a little bit longer, and a little bit wide. We're not going to fit all these things that we buy and all these things. This life is temporary. So let's live as we're travelers, as the Prophet said. The Prophet said, live your life as you're a traveler or a passerby. The Prophet ﷺ, he's a man who used to cry his nights, spend his nights crying for us, go through so much pain, so much difficulty, and he would cry for us, for what? So we can have this deen. And now we have this deen, yet we don't embrace it. How sad is that? The Prophet ﷺ, he gave everything, his kids, his wife, every single thing, so we can have this kalima, La ilaha illallah, Muhammadur Rasulullah, but yet we're shy to even say this kalima in front of anybody else. When the time of salah comes, and we're at our workplace or we're at school, what are people going to say? What are people going to think of me? What is Allah, the creator of the creation that you're so worried about, is going to think of me? That's what we should worry about. What does Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala think of me? Don't worry about what Tom has to say about you. If you please Allah and Allah is happy with you, I guarantee you that the creation also is going to be happy with you. We're so stuck in trying to fit in. And in reality, we're a different puzzle. We're not supposed to fit in. Rather, we're supposed to make society run by us. Allah, subhanAllah, I'm telling you, I see on a daily basis, we have my brother Jamal right here. Ask him. He became Muslim about a year ago. Ask him how much his life has changed since he had deen. How much his life has changed. Jamal, you want to say anything about that?
It's changed completely.
Completely.
From someone who didn't believe in Allah, someone who was lost in the dunya, I was able to find the righteous path, alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. Takbir. So my point is here, we have people that we work with. We have people that we study with. And if we were to open this kalima in front of them and we were to show them the beauty of Islam, wallahi, they would go crazy. Like my brother Jamal is so in love with our deen. And because of that, he's a result. And maybe inshallah when he has kids, his progeny will also be Muslim. We need to stop being shy of our faith. The reason why we are shy with our faith is because we don't know it. We don't understand it. If we go ahead and take out the time to understand our deen, then we will truly not be shy. Because our deen, everything that the Prophet did, wallahi, is beautiful. Everything, the way he would eat, the way he would sleep. If you look at science today, and you look at the Prophet, the way he would eat, if you eat in the same manner, you will never become obese. If you slept the way the Prophet slept, you would never, the Prophet ﷺ would sleep on the right side. If you were to sleep on your left side, what happens? A lot of blood pressure upon your heart. Everything that we do, we do it because the Prophet did it, but now science even backs it up. Even science backs it up. But yet we go ahead and push away our deen. Our beautiful, beautiful deen. My dear respected brothers, today I'm going to ask everybody to do one thing. Actually, 3 or 4 things. Inshallah. Change our intentions. We go to work. I have the intention that when I go to work today, I'm going to speak slowly but surely. I'm telling you, if you're proud about your iman, people love it. People love it. You go to work, you go to school. Because I'm not asking you to change your life. I'm telling you to instill that within your life. Deen is not additional to your life. Deen is your life. Our maqsood on this earth, our purpose on this earth is to establish life, establish this deen in our lives and the lives of others. That's our only purpose. There is no other purpose on this dunya besides that. Maybe we think it's our kids, maybe we think it's, all these other things in life, but that is not our purpose. Our purpose is just to establish this deen in our life and the lives of others. That's the only thing. Everything else is a mirage. Everything else is secondary. Our primary goal is to put this deen in our lives and the lives of others. That's the only thing. So now when you go to work, today we're off, but you have work on Monday, go to work, you have a brother, anything like that, you go ahead and speak to him. Say, Assalamu alaikum. He said, oh brother, why did you say that? Oh, it means peace and blessings to be upon you. Oh, how beautiful. Then go ahead and teach him that. Step by step, step by step. Oh, today we're going to have lunch. I'm going to eat halal. Oh, why do you eat halal? Oh, the reason why I eat halal is actually, we say the name of Allah every time we slaughter the sheep or the chicken. And then you go ahead and you can give them science fact about it as well. We can tell them that we don't believe, there's many people who are very crazed into vegan. So this is like the middle. Because if halal is only when you slaughter that chicken or slaughter that cow, if that animal goes through cruelty and pain, we can't eat it. It's only When you cut it in a way in which the pain goes out very easily, when an animal goes out very easy, that chicken becomes halal. So then you tell them that if we cannot cause any animal harm, why would we cause any human any harm? Like that, slowly give dawah. So inshallah, let's try to do that. That's number one. Number two, we need to study our Prophet's life, and we need to start studying. So I know we're all very busy. We're driving, we're going to work, this and that. Go ahead and listen to, there's some scholars online. You can listen to, maybe Mufti Make has a very beautiful thing about the Prophet's life. So every time you go into work, maybe it's 30-minute drive, go ahead and put on Mufti Make, listen to the seerah of the Prophet _. The reason why we go against the Prophet is because we don't have that love for the Prophet. If we know his life and we understand how much he sacrificed for us, then we'll truly start to have a change in our lives. So now I'm telling you just to implement these things in our life. Now another thing, every day, istighfar, at least 100 times. Astaghfirullah, astaghfirullah, astaghfirullah. I just did 3, only 97 left. Let's try to implement istighfar in our lives as well. My brothers, with deen, we have hope. Without deen, we're like a dead body. And a dead body is hopeless, helpless, worthless, useless, in need. It's dead. It has no benefit. But a person that has iman, he's like a river. And everything he touches flourishes. If you ever look at a river waterfall, everything around it is green, it's luscious, it's beautiful. And we need to be like river. We need to be like the true mu'min, a true believer. And that person that has iman is a live body, and a live body can help people. There's hope in him. And he can make a big change in the society. So inshallah, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive us. It's not the new year for Muslims, but since everybody thinks it is, since there's new year, new me, right? That's what they all say. There's only going to be a new you if you change the habits. Habits is what changes a person. So let's instill good habits, instill Islam in ourselves, in our society, and within our families, and inshallah, wallahi, we'll see a different year. We'll see a completely different year. By December, inshallah, we'll be completely different men and women, inshallah. So we begin with the praise of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, so inshallah we'll be also ending with the praise of Allah. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun, salamun wa salameen, alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Brothers and sisters, please pass the basket and donate generously. And please shut down your telephone, please. Please shut down your telephones. Assalamu alaikum.
الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله
الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونؤمن به ونتوكل عليه ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهديه الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلله فلا هادي له ونشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له ونشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله أرسله بشيرا ونذيرا بين يدي الساعة من يطع الله ورسوله فقد رشد واهتدى ومن يعصهما فإنه قد غوى وإنه لا يضر إلا نفسه ولا يضر الله شيئا إن خير الحديث كتاب الله وخير الهدي هدي محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وإن خير الأمور عوازمها وشر الأمور محدثاتها وكل محدثة بدعة وكل بدعة ضلالة وكل ضلالة في النار. أما بعد، فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قال الله تعالى في كتابه المجيد: يا أيها الذين آمنوا ادخلوا في السلم كافة ولا تتبعوا خطوات الشيطان إنه لكم عدو مبين. أستغفر الله لي ولكم ولسائر المسلمين فاستغفروه إنه هو الغفور الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على رسوله الأمين. أما بعد، فيا معشر المسلمين، أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قال الله تعالى في كتابه الكريم: إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما. اللهم صل على سيدنا ومولانا محمد بعدد من صلى وصام. اللهم صل على سيدنا ومولانا محمد بعدد من قعد وقام. اللهم صل على جميع الأنبياء والمرسلين وعلى سائر الصحابة والتابعين وعلى عبادك الصالحين. اللهم أيد الإسلام والمسلمين. اللهم انصر من نصر دين محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم واجعلنا منهم، واخذل من خذل دين محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم ولا تجعلنا منهم. اللهم أرنا الحق حقا وارزقنا اتباعه، وأرنا الباطل باطلا وارزقنا اجتنابه. اللهم ثبتنا على الإسلام. اللهم نور قلوبنا بنور الإيمان. اللهم اغفر للمؤمنين والمؤمنات الأحياء منهم والأموات. عباد الله رحمكم الله، إن الله يأمر بالعدل والإحسان وإيتاء ذي القربى وينهى عن الفحشاء والمنكر والبغي يعظكم لعلكم تذكرون. واذكروا الله يذكركم وادعوه يستجب لكم، ولذكر الله تعالى أعلى وأولى وأعز وأجل وأتم وأهم وأكبر. أقيموا الصلاة.
الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمد رسول الله أشهد أن محمد رسول الله. حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح. قد قامت الصلاة قد قامت الصلاة. الله أكبر الله أكبر. لا إله إلا الله.
استقيموا واعتدلوا سووا صفوفكم. الله أكبر. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. سبح اسم ربك الأعلى الذي خلق فسوى والذي قدر فهدى والذي أخرج المرعى فجعله غثاء أحوى. سنقرئك فلا تنسى إلا ما شاء الله إنه يعلم الجهر وما يخفى. ونيسرك لليسرى فذكر إن نفعت الذكرى. سيذكر من يخشى ويتجنبها الأشقى الذي يصلى النار الكبرى ثم لا يموت فيها ولا يحيا قد أفلح من تزكى وذكر اسم ربه فصلى بل تؤثرون الحياة الدنيا والآخرة خير وأبقى إن هذا لفي الصحف الأولى صحف إبراهيم وموسى. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. هل أتاك حديث الغاشية وجوه يومئذ خاشعة عاملة ناصبة تصلى نارا حامية تسقى من عين آنية ليس لهم طعام إلا من ضريع لا يسمن ولا يغني من جوع وجوه يومئذ ناعمة لسعيها راضية في جنة عالية لا تسمع فيها لاغية فيها عين جارية فيها سرر مرفوعة وأكواب موضوعة ونمارق مصفوفة وزرابي مبثوثة أفلا ينظرون إلى الإبل كيف خلقت وإلى السماء كيف رفعت وإلى الجبال كيف نصبت وإلى الأرض كيف سطحت فذكر إنما أنت مذكر لست عليهم بمسيطر إلا من تولى وكفر فيعذبه الله العذاب الأكبر إن إلينا إيابهم ثم إن علينا حسابهم. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. الحمد لله الذي هدانا لهذا وما كنا لنهتدي لولا أن هدانا الله. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وبارك وسلم. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. ربنا لا تزغ قلوبنا بعد إذ هديتنا وهب لنا من لدنك رحمة إنك أنت الوهاب. ربنا إنك جامع الناس ليوم لا ريب فيه إن الله لا يخلف الميعاد. ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم وتب علينا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم. اللهم صل على محمد وبارك وسلم. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين. آمين برحمته.
الله تبارك الله. ليلى